me ask you something. When was the last time you spent money on yourself and you didn't feel guilty? I'm not talking about your bills. I'm not talking about buying groceries. I'm talking about something that brought you joy. Because you're not struggling with saving money, you're struggling with spending it on yourself. And if you're thinking about traveling in retirement, that right there, that mindset will stop you before you even get started. So today, we're not going to talk about how to save money. We're going to talk about why you're afraid to use it. You are not struggling to save money. You got that packed down. You know how to stretch a dollar. You're struggling on spending it on yourself. But when it's time to enjoy your money, that's where you get uncomfortable. You spent most of your life taking care of everybody else. You raised your children, you helped your family, everybody else came first. So now, when it's your turn, it feels unfamiliar. Why? Because you just so used to taking care of everybody else and putting yourself on the back burner. So now that you're in retirement or thinking about retiring, you don't even know how that really supposed to feel to take care of yourself. You don't even really know what it feels like to do something for yourself without questioning it. To go and get a massage, to go and get your nails done, your feet done, your hair done, and then you feel like, dang, I shouldn't have spent that money. Why? Because you're not used to taking care of yourself. You start thinking to yourself, you be like, should I really be spending this on me? And that guilt shows up real quick. It'll show up before you even spend the money. When you decide that you're going to do something for yourself, that guilt just shows up like right away. And then half the time, most of the time, all the time, you change your mind. Why? And let's be honest, there's a little tiny voice in your head that says you better not spend that money. You have worked all of these years. And at some point in your life, it is your turn. Let me stop right here before I get excited and introduce myself. Just in case this is your first time watching your girl. My name is Judy Hepburn. I know it's hard for you to believe that all of this beauty right here is 67 years old, fabulous. And I enjoy life. I enjoy retirement. I get on here and I share my health and wellness retirement Christian journey with you. But I want to show you that your girl is retired, happily retired. But I am not broke. My channel is called Broken Retired with a question mark. I'm asking you, do you want to be retired and broke? Because I don't and I'm not. So I want to show you how I navigate through life in order to start putting myself first because I've been so used to taking care of everybody else. I raised two children. I help take care of my mom. I'm active in my church. Like a whole lot of things are going on. But at some point, you have to start thinking about yourself. I want you to understand something. That voice didn't just show up. That voice didn't come out of nowhere. That is years and years and years of conditioning. Who taught you that? You were taught how to survive. We pretty much got that packed down. You were taught how to stretch, how to save, and make it work. No one taught you how to enjoy your life. So you are going to have to take responsibility at this stage for yourself. Because saving feels safe, right? But spending feels risky. Like, why am I even thinking about spending my money on myself? even when it's something meaningful. You know you want it, you know you deserve it, you know you have the money, but then you still have that thought. Why? Because even if you have a little money that you set aside for it, you still move like you don't. You still hold back. I know so many people that are like that. I used to live in this one city, and it was this homeless lady, right? That used to walk up and down the street. She looked raggedy and she was begging for money and food and things like that. Listen, when that lady died, they found out that that lady was a millionaire. Like she had money, honey, but was walking around like she was poor. I know that it is a poverty mindset that starts in your mind. Why was she walking around begging for money, begging for food, looking homeless when she had millions of dollars banked up? You don't want that to be you. Don't hold back on yourself because you feel like you don't deserve it. What do you have a fear of? Because in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, what if something else happens and I need that money? What if something else doesn't happen? Then what? You passed up a great opportunity to be good to yourself. Yeah, let me be real with you. Something could happen. Life is unpredictable. We cannot predict what tomorrow holds. It's not about being reckless with your money. That is not what I am telling you. This is about balance and how to be responsible and still enjoy your life at some point. What you waiting for? You want to be 100 and then you lay in there and you're not able to do anything, and then you regret that you didn't do some of the things along the way that you had the desire to do and also had the money to do. You know, something I thought about not too long ago. Do you want money or memories? It is time for you to build memories with the money that you have right now. Now that you're still working, because I know that most of my viewers are females 55 to 64 and you are still working. So while you are still working, set aside some money for some of the things that will bring you joy and happiness. You will spend money on everybody else. Girl, you go in that store, you see a cute little dress for your daughter or your granddaughter, you will spend the money. But if you see something cute for yourself, you kind of say, do I really need it? Well, do they really need it? But you buy it anyway. You don't even give it a second thought of buying it for somebody else. I understand because I used to be the same way, but I am no longer that woman anymore because I matter too. And I want you to decide, make a conscious choice that you matter too. Matter of fact, you matter number one. I'm just saying. So stop hesitating when it comes down to yourself. You'll get to them kids, you'll still get to them grandchildren, you'll get to your church, and you will give to your friends. But when it comes to poor little old you, you seem to pause and stop and have to give it a whole heap of sack of thought. Don't give it a thought. Put yourself in the mix of all those other people and include yourself in the fun too. Why? Because it's your money and you deserve it and you work for it. Then you wonder why life starts to feel like you just paying bills and responsibilities and nothing else is happening. That's why. Let me say this clearly. You are not selfish for wanting to enjoy your life. You earned it. You have worked for decades. You've sacrificed. You show up for everybody. You earned the right to experience something different. Now, let me bring this back to travel for a second, because this is exactly why you keep saying, I want to travel when I retire, but you never actually prepare for it. It's not just about the money, honey. It's about giving yourself permission to enjoy your life at some point. Your children are adults now, your grandchildren have parents. It is your time for you to enjoy your life. So it's not about being fancy or showing off. It's about living your life while you are still living. As long as you have a pulse, God has a plan for your life. But fear will keep telling you, wait a little bit longer. For what? And I'm telling you right now, that perfect time that you're waiting for, it's not coming. The perfect time is already here. Girl, take care of yourself. If you want to travel, you start putting some money aside so that you can do just that. There is going to always be bills, responsibilities, and something unexpected. That ain't never, ever gonna change. So what you gonna do? Stay in that rut for the rest of your life? Now is the time to step out on faith and stop walking in fear. I was always taught that fear is false evidence appearing real. That thing that you're so afraid to do, you will see once you do it, it wasn't as bad as you thought. I know I had went, I think it's bungee jumping where you jump off this thing and you floating in the air on this cord or something. I was scared to do that, right? But after I did it, it was so much fun. And I thought about it. I said, now all this time I was scared to do it. And then when I did it, I enjoyed it. So try something different. Try something new because you never, ever know how much enjoyment you'll get out of it. So the real question becomes, when will you feel safe enough to live the life that you deserve? Because if you never feel safe, it won't matter how much money you have. You still won't go. This isn't really so much all about money. It's about living your life to the fullest. Put it down in the comments what you would do if money was no object, if money wasn't an issue, if money wasn't a problem. What in the world would you do today or tomorrow because it's something that you've dreamed of? Because I've had to sit with myself. I said, self said, huh? What am I saving my money for? I used to tell my kids, I said, every dime I work for, every dime I have, I'm going to spend it myself. Why? Number one, because it's mine. And I had to think, why in the world I'm saving up $1 million in the bank and I'm 67 years old and God forbid something happened to me, then my kids and grandkids get to spend up all my money and I just saved it up for them. No, spend your own money, baby. Those kids will be just fine. Unless you got itty bitty teeny babies, that's different. But if your children are adults, my children are in their 30s, both of them, and all of my grandchildren have parents. So my money belongs to me, and at this point in my life, I'm spending it. Is the purpose of your money for emergencies only, or is it also for experience? You're the only one that can determine that. But there has to be a balance. Come on. You take care of your future. That's what you're supposed to do. But you should also live in the present. What if this is your future? You don't know. Because one day, I'll do it later, can turn into I wish I had. You don't want to live with regret. Not all of your life. Come on now. You too old to still be doing things the way you did it 20 years ago. It's time to pivot, to change up the game so that you can get a better result. I ain't telling you to spend every nickel you got, but you cannot be afraid to spend anything. Don't spend your rent money. Don't spend your gas money. Don't spend your grocery money. Don't spend your mortgage money. But my goodly gosh darn it, you should be able to spend something on yourself. So now, I want you to really think about this. Will you regret spending money or will you regret never going? You know, girl, you want to travel. So make it happen. So here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to book a trip today. I don't want you to go out and spend a whole heap of sack of money today. I just want you to be honest with yourself. Are you afraid that you cannot afford to travel? Or are you just afraid to spend that money on yourself? Because those are two different problems. And if you don't deal with this one right now, you can save all the money in the world and still never go anywhere.
If you enjoyed this video and you found this information to be informational, do your girl a favor. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this with your family and friends, and follow me on social media. I am on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Your girl is all over social media. I also have an Amazon store and I wrote a cookbook. I will put all of that in the description box. And thank you so much for joining. And guess what? I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.